Welcome to the lab. In this film, I will show you the equipment that we are working with in the lab. This is the PLC system with its input modules and output modules. It is connected to the elevator over here through those cables where we have all the digital input and output signals. Actually, they're going from here, but to ease the installation, we have put all cables into here. The PLC system is getting its power from the main socket here. But the inputs and outputs have their reference signal from my power cube, where we have 24 volts. The same 24 volts is also powering the elevator. I will show you a better close-up on the PLC system. Here we can see that we have a connection to my computer through an Ethernet cable. They are communicating. Here we have the CPU where the program runs and where the communication to my computer is made. Here we have the input modules, two of them, digital input modules, and we have two digital output modules. And we have the analog input and output modules. I will not use them for the elevator. Now I want to connect to the PLC system. For that, I need a Codesys program. I will start a new Codesys program, new project, a new standard project, and I give it a name. Now, to connect to my PLC system, I need to select the target system. I will select CVS NA Crevis here, because that is the type of system that I have. I can choose any programming language here. And here is my new project. I have my device and I have a series of possibilities for input and output modules. Here I will choose the inputs and output modules that I have on my PLC system. Here is a close-up of the PLC system where we can see the name of each module. The two digital input modules are called ST1218, two of them. And then we have the output modules, ST2748, two of them, the analog input module 3424, and the analog output module 4422. Now I want to connect my modules in Codesys in the same order. I right-click on the first empty, choose plug device. I had two input modules and they are named 1218. I click one, and then the next position, the same kind, one more, input module 1218, double click, and then I had the digital output module 2748. And in the next set, one more of those, and then I have the analog input and analog output modules. I won't use them in the project, but I need to declare them here for Codesys to recognize my PLC system. The analog input is 3424 and the analog output is 4422 for my systems. Now I can close this dialog and I can try to connect to my PLC system. In order to do that, I need to have the IP address. I double click on device up here on communication settings. Here is my computer and the gateway, and here is my PLC system, and I want to declare which one it is. Therefore, I write the IP address here. That is an address in our internal network, so you cannot access it from anywhere else in the world, but from the lab here. Hit enter, and I can see that I am connected to my PLC system. I have a green dot here. Now, if I log in, I will log in to the PLC system and not to the simulator. I log in, and I get a warning. There is already a program running on the PLC system. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I want to replace it because that is the program from the previous lab. In an industry, you should be careful not to totally overwrite something that is already on a running PLC. But in this case, it's okay. Yes. and I can start. Now I see that I'm connected here and here. Everything is green. Well, I cannot run my elevator yet because my program here is empty. Nothing will happen. In order to fix that, I will need my program from the simulator. I will log out. And I open my simulator project in a new Codesys window. It's here. Here is the simulator, my global variable list, and my short test program. Now I want to run this test program in my PLC. To do that, I will have my two Codesys windows side by side, like this. And now I can drag my global variable list from here to here. I drop it on application, and also my elevator test. Drop it on application. I do not want to run the PLC PRG. It's empty. I can delete it. Remember to delete it from main task. And then I can drag my elevator test to main task and drop it. Now I have my elevator test program here connected to my global variable list. But my global variables are not yet connected to my physical inputs and outputs. I will do that here. Digital IO's IO mapping, plus sign here. And now I want to map my variables. These are my first input variables, and I already know how they are mapped. And I need to check my cables to see which physical signal is connected to which input in my module. I already have a list of that, which means that I can double click here, click on the three dots, and then find my global variables that I want to map to that specific input port. Here, application, GVL elevator, drag here to see a few more things. And I know that I will start with my car button 1 here. Now we can see that car button 1 is connected to import IX0.0. And I will go on with the rest of the signals like that. Those are my input signals for my first input module. Then I open the next one here, go to mapping, and here I have the variables IX1.0 up to 1.7. I will map them as well. Like that. That was all of my input signals. Now for the output signals, I will find them in the first output module here. In this output module, I had all of my lamps, and in the next output module, I will connect the movement of the elevator up and down. Now, I have not connected those randomly. They are investigated carefully together with the elevator, and I had everything written down from before. I can close everything to just have my program here. This is the program that will be running when I log into the system. I will do that with download because it's a new program. Okay, and I start. And now I can test my program. My elevator should go down if I press car button 1 and stop going down if I press car button 4. At the same time, the lamp in the staircase on floor 1 should light up. Now everything is connected to the physical variables, which means that for the elevator to start going down, I have to press the physical button on the elevator model. The physical button on the elevator model is on the base plate here. There is no room for it in the elevator car. And I will start by pressing car button 1. You can see that the elevator is going down until I hit car button 4. You can try going up again. Then I will press stair button 4, and to stop it, stair button 1. You can see that as long as I'm pressing the button, it will be true here, and false when I release it. and the elevator will be moving up, and the lamp 4 in the staircase will be lit while the elevator is moving. Start by pressing 4 and 1, and now it's stopped. I will do this once more with focus on the camera. I start by going down by pressing car button 1 and then stopping by pressing car button 4. 1, 4. And going up by pressing star button 4 and then stopping by pressing star button 1. 4. The lamp is lit and 1. My program works. Now I have connected my PLC program to the physical PLC system. The program is run here. My computer has really nothing to do with it other than programming the system. I can disconnect my computer and the program is run from here.